Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks very much for coming out this afternoon. We are really excited to be here today with the mayor to announce the completion of the Central Market Economic Strategy and to launch the Community Ambassador Program on Market Street. I'm Jennifer Matz, the Director of the Mayor's Office of Economic and Workforce Development, and it's under Mayor Ed Lee's leadership that for the past 10 months, we've been working through a community-based process to create an economic strategy for this corridor of Central Market Street to really help revitalize and stabilize this community. And as the result of many community meetings, business surveys, resident surveys, focus groups, talking to a broad range of stakeholders, we now have a roadmap for how to stabilize and revitalize Market Street. While much good work has already been done over the last 10 months, we now have a document that will help guide the efforts to come. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce the mayor and let him talk about some of those initiatives. Mr. Mayor.
Thank you very much, everybody. Welcome to our United Nations Plaza, also home of our off-the-grid food trucks every Thursday here, as well as our arts festival here as well. These are just two examples of how we have reactivated United Nations Plaza. It's been a plaza that I remember for a very long time, and I know my good friend Mohammed Nubu, who's now heading up Public Works, he and I spent many occasions here sweeping, cleaning, brushing, and re-sweeping. And we know that the secret is to activate our communities, activate other people to come and help us with live, good, positive activations. That's what our arts festival here is doing. That's what our off-the-grid food market here is doing as well. As Jen said, and as you all know, I've been actually spending my second home here along Market Street for about the last 3 months, specifically at 6th and Market Street. And I've had, I think, the pleasure of really knowing, smelling and thinking and hearing all the sounds of our Central Market and paying attention to every detail of what we need to do. And talking with all the residents, the social service organizations, the Burgoyning arts organizations that have come here to help us, and the new businesses that have come to join us as well. We all need to work together, and I am so enthusiastic about the fact that we have a very active community benefits district. We have a very great merchants association that has formed. We have a very active redevelopment agency that really has gone beyond what their decades ago reputation is, has really gotten into working with the city very closely, working with all of the different agencies to help us revitalize this whole neighborhood, and in particular this mid-market corridor. And you all know that what we've done with the Board of Supervisors and the Mayor in terms of signaling our relationship with the technology companies and the new businesses, in particular through the leadership of Jen's Office of Economic and Workforce Development, we have made a solid steps to make sure that businesses are welcome here at the Central Market. At the same time, we need to do more, and that's why we worked hard with the redevelopment agency, with all the different nonprofits, with all the community residents, to work hard to put together a strategic economic development plan here that serves as a roadmap for what we need to pay attention to and how we need to do that. And I want to say to you, and I will continue repeating this, it is not just physical improvements that you will appreciate on this corridor. It will also be transformation of lives of people who have been here for years and decades asking for the city's attention. People who are living in the SROs, north and south of Market Street. People who have wanted a grocery store, wanted more museums, wanted the simple vitality of the city to be reflected in the middle of their neighborhood. We want to bring that. We want to bring that in a way in which it's sensitive, in a way in which we're going to have very equitable development implementation of this plan. So I invite you to study this strategy that we've evolved. I invite you to look closely at how we're going to be asking entities in the city, including our own government, to fund it, to make sure we encourage funding for it. The financial institutions, as well as the companies, as well as nonprofits and the grants arts foundations. All of them will be participating at many, many different levels, along with private investment. The resurgence of this is to really incur the investment confidence that this is a really great place to invest. With that private investments, you're probably going to see right off the bat some sort of employment training model or mode, because I think that's what everybody told me as I was running for this great office in this great city. Please develop the jobs. That's what gets us into this announcement today. Because behind me, in these very bright yellow bee jackets, is our ambassadors, our mid-market, central market ambassadors that I want to introduce you to today. Because as you know, over a year ago, when I was city administrator, we had to respond to some levels of violence along 3rd Street and in the visitation area. And so we responded with the help of the Board of Supervisors, with then Mayor Gavin Newsom, with a number of social groups and crime-fighting groups, with our youth groups all over, to say that maybe we can do something a little different here, something very special. We came out with this idea, and it's resonated in Visitation Valley and along 3rd Street with these ambassadors. These are individuals who live in our city, who want our city to succeed, who want to work with all the agencies, who are trained by our police department's own academy. And now they're going to be introduced to the beat cops along Mid-Market. They'll be introduced to all the other players that have been here attempting to help revitalize. They'll be introduced to the new small businesses like Huckleberry Bikes, like Pearls Luxburger, like Show Dogs, like Zendesk, like the incoming, moving in Dottie's Cafe that'll be here, and like Phil's Coffee. These are names of companies who are already committed or are already here on Market Street. These ambassadors will be here on a daily basis, beginning at 11 a.m. and will go all the way through 8 p.m. on different shifts. They'll be the eyes and ears. They're going to be working with people who live here and work here, and there'll be additional eyes and ears, not only looking out for the people who work and live here, but helping to provide basic information about where things are at, about who to contact, and they have also emergency cell phones on them that are provided by AT&T for free, so that in case they need some backup, they've got that instantaneously. They've all been trained to do that. But most importantly, I emphasize that title that they have. They are community ambassadors. They are the best of the best. These folks came through our DPW corridor training program. They have, like me, swept our streets, picked up everything there was to pick up. Now they get to have this opportunity to be employed on a full-time basis. They get to work with Adrienne Pond. Adrienne's been our civic engagement director through the city administrator's office. She put together the program at the first last year, a year ago, and her staff has also not only improved on that program, but they have gotten local people here to invest their time. I also want to thank the Redevelopment Agency again. I want to thank our Arts Commission. I know J.D. Beltran is here. Tiffany is here, Bohe from our Redevelopment Agency. The Art Institute, located right here on United Nations Plaza. Byron Chung is here today. He's been a great supporter and knows what we're doing. Kurt Abney from Dottie's is here. Shannon Amiton, she's with Farm Table. That's another great new entity that's coming on Market Street. Of course, Mohammed, that I mentioned earlier. And then Tiffany Malashevsky from Zendesk. Trying to end there. Zendesk has been a wonderful partner, and they'll be here as well. And their employees want to work with the ambassadors to make sure all of the employees and all of the visitors to Mid-Market Street, all of the arts organizations who are going to spend hours, not only in the mornings, but in the evenings, activating our Market Street. You know, one of the things that I did when we had our office here, the campaign office, we did pop-up art. We did these things that occurred in the evening. You know, I would like this place to be not only safe, to be so safe that evening activities would be a great welcome. I want to thank our chief. Chief Sir is here. He's been a great partner here, and I want to thank him for the Academy for training our ambassadors. And now without ado, we're going to start walking down our great corridor, introducing all of our wonderful ambassadors to the existing and to the new businesses and the forthcoming businesses that they need to know by first name, just like our beat officers' names are known by all of our businesses. Thank you very much.
Right this way, Mr. Mayor. We're